Now floating back through bathrooms now to connector. As you highlighted, easy kill for Chris J, finding ships out in the open. That may give them second thoughts about their rotation. Poison gonna put out the feelers onto A site. Nothing's clicked just yet, but WOXIC's hammer of his P2000. The Bulgarians, the HP now favoring them, but Rops is gonna get the drop onto Victor, leaving it all on blocker. He's got the bomb planted, but no.
They know they can sometimes really leave connector open in the late round and really focus on short B, so KARRIGAN knows he's safe to make this flank work.
Beautiful timing as well, as the grenade was out for Bubble, no chance to return fire. But the frag's now going the way of Windigo.
The trademarks of overpass is how quick you can get between the sites as a CT. It just doesn't matter though. That's the fit here does. Yeah, of course. Windigo knows that the mouse do not have the utility to stop a push like this, but Chris J's AUG might be up to the task, at least for one.
Rob smoked out, having to back away into water. They're going to be funneling their way. No, not the bomb in first. Why? Why would you push the bomb in first now? Rob's had a positional advantage and managed to stabilize. One Desert Eagle, not needed. WOXIC with a spray on that AUG. We saw what he could do in round number 2, and now it's down to Bubble. 1 on 3, carves out the head. The call would have come through with a headshot. They feel like it's down. Speed presence starting to work against Windigo perhaps, but the entries are going their way. Rops ducks down, the bomb has been dropped again, and Rops is lighting up the site with his AK-47, dulling the senses of Windigo.
mousesports is pushing it as well. This could be an exchange. Oh my goodness. I just can't get much worse than this.
It's so one-sided as well. The first... Oh, maybe Poison and Bubble can break themselves out these shackles. Or perhaps not. Rops is having a blinder, 12 and 3. Make it 30.
Rops is still here.
It certainly is. Doesn't write them off just yet, and he's been a stalwart of these barrels. Fighting off more than he can chew. Don't face KARRIGAN one by me. Use the smoke to his advantage. KARRIGAN's got it done! The clutch is a reality.
Reasonable.
And that was always a silver lining. It's like, yes, we're getting pummeled, but we can still bounce back. They're going to line up. Chris J, though, backs him down with the AUG. He looks second favorite. The downside is the blocker's already made a move into bank, but Frozen has found Poison. His position now compromised. 1 on 2. Bubble and blocker up against them. They have a Molotov and a flashbang. An incendiary for Frozen. Could all come down to timing. There is a crossfire being established in the truck. Frozen's going to connect one headshot. Surely Windigo aren't going to concede this one. Not quite. Such a good read of the game, and he's going to be backing it up with headshots. Bodies hitting the floor. And now they're going to be battening down onto the A site. Frozen dealt with, leaving Rops and Chris J. Chris J chips in with 1, a second, looking for a third, doesn't get it done, but he's not blocking down to 1 HP.
What if?
He's definitely heard this. Block is a dead man. Rops, solid position.
Side of the map, we already see Windigo rotating, and Poison's found first blood.
Chip's going to be called upon next. Does deliver 1 fatal blow, but gets traded up pretty early on. However, mousesports down to just 1 player. An avenue that Frozen can navigate down to clutch this round, and Poison's going to clone to A through B. Going to catch this player in the back with a deagle. We saw a nightmare yesterday. He got CSGO'd fully. There's nothing wrong about that. Shank between the shoulder blades. Wait for 10 seconds. KARRIGAN's not buying it. He is holding position. He is taking all the risks, and he will get the reward. Poison narrowly misses out on the scout shot. A trade they're not going to expect a double stack, and Bubble punishes WOXIC. Chris J eats a scout shot, and KARRIGAN this fight, though. Nothing Windigo could really do about it. He's dead. Tried and tested Chris J on the receiving end. You can see what Rops. Chris J already out into the open with the SG. That 1 tap. A thing of beauty. Victor didn't know what hit him with a flashbang. Accompanied. Blocker on the barrels. It's where Rops was wreaking so much havoc. On the flip side, bomb's gone down. That spray transfer. But Molotov still to his name. He's going to decide to push through here. It's going to pay off for him. 1 bullet left required, but it's Poison that puts it down. Molotov just in time, but they're going to be pushing through at KARRIGAN. Tagged and fragged, but WOXIC and KARRIGAN also chipped in with kills. So B site again is going to fall. Windigo, though, holding it down with Poison's ult. But has been left wanting, and it's just using 3 of his allotted 7 rounds in the magazine. Blocker's MP9 comes out ahead, and with smokes being deployed, mousesports have been kept at bay. Try as they may, Windigo holding on this round, but it's starting to slip away from them again. Rops still alive, but not for much longer. They're actually lined up. This is where KARRIGAN is self-aware enough to know that they have hit B many times to go A. Realize that stack is likely going to be on B side. Chris J has found them.
He also went long instead of through mid.
Though, and even if Victor can get a kill, his days are numbered. He's wrapping around the back, not required. Frozen is there instead. And mousesports will
going to run straight through the vents, going for the jugular of Windigo, but Chips is standing firm up close and has found one along the way.
At the dark box, going to be able to land one headshot. Not going to be able to stop and deny the bomb from being planted. There was a Molotov, but it's been taken away now. And Poison is continuing to tap heads left and right. Puts us down to both Frozen and Chris J. The door's been closed in their face quite literally. And Windigo, now Poison, making a move down here with his scout. Definitely not tailor-made for the insta-kills, the CZ is. But a 1-for-1 trade will not stop this juggernaut of mousesports just yet. Chips, though, is doing what he can. They're going to Molotov and smoke out on ramp. And Rops is waiting. Meaningless, considering that Windigo still have to make a move across to the site. Chips with one, plus the last man alive for the CT's double P.
A nice little feint for a mousesports. And look, it's wide open for the taking.
Spray not quite on point as the player in heaven just ducked down and hoped for the best. It is Poison with his scout. This has been a few rounds in the making, it all off the back of that Molotov that landed on top of
the perfect play to make in a low utility situation. Towards Mini, they just sent one player lower. Who gets the entry? This is nasty now. What read do you have if you're Windigo? You've got an entry, now you have the entry that lower, but there's still players outside on top. You got WOXIC blocking in from Mini with Chris J. It's chaos.
Bubble forced into a play.
Help that Frozen gets the entry right away in the heads-up one-on-one duel. If he loses that fight,
that round push, man, you have to feel bad for Windigo. They are
two upper rushes, and that's the game. That's the show, man.
Spinning around so fast, they are fainting Windigo right now. Bubble, little weather the storm. And WOXIC will rain down AK rounds. Poison going to try and play aggro behind the smoke, but Flash to greet him in his face with AK-47 bullets. Chris J from the side of blocker.
Luxury fourth best player on the team or something like that. So Windigo has to find the first few seconds, Vince. Never mind.
Did you get 2 kills, though? There's something to get excited about here. And there's Bubble. The 1 kill. But he has been caught.
Yet still 1 left here, but that's a great little move from Bubble. Finally gets an opening. That's a great Molotov as well.
And it's the bomb. So this is going to give Bubble some control now. And he's going to be able to pivot off this. It's his second. No one's seemingly reacting to the fact that he was pushing up. Now they're going to get their man, but it's at the cost of 3 lives. Chris J has been the Molotov behind it, but there's Victor, who pushes the Molotov up in line to fend off the swarm of terrorists, and he's going to do a pretty good job of putting the blockade up in a form of USP rounds, 2 delivered first class. He will eventually go down, but certainly with a fight. Now Frozen's going to pick up the slack. 5 seconds to his name, but the timing could not be worse. So unlucky. And Frozen utterly dismantled. Victor's going to get the drop on WOXIC. Last player left standing. They're all peeking him one by one now. It could go his way, and indeed it shall. He is the life.
More of a save. KARRIGAN still, though, finding work with this CC. Picks up an AK, finds a second.
Flag, but elsewhere, it's going awry. He's taking bullets left and right, and KARRIGAN, leading by example, drops the AK down to one of his A defenders. As he will claim the second one, and he is dragging out, nearly gets the ace, and Frozen will take it away from him. This is Windigo's turn to have basically nothing. Taking a leaf out of the mousesports playbook with a Molotov on top of Hut. And blocker outside. He's going to come in with the first kill, but here's Rops pivoting around, turreting his way to 2 kills. Couldn't get a triple. KARRIGAN has picked up a kill elsewhere. It's a bit of a chaotic round again, though, Dust. They've got downstairs, but now it's just on Bubble in a 1-on-3. Going to fake that bomb out. Opening the doors is going to give his position away. Spray's not with him.
Through these smokes as they go into lower. Not quite, though, but Chris J sprays one through as they get to lower. Now Frozen's here to greet them at the corner, lines them up, knocks them all down. Just 1 frag away from moving on to the playoffs, and there it is from WOXIC. Great series from mousesports. That's all you can really say.
It's not